Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding.
Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. That was Maxine sneezing. So sorry. Just like I smell bacon. Hold on. Ooh, she's not sure bacon. Anyways, hello guys, hope or hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. Today is a Wednesday. Happy Wednesday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. Woke up today, I was kind of like in that, like, what do I film today? I'm like, I don't have a whole lot to do today, but I'm like, who am I kidding? We always have a whole lot to do. Like it's just life. So basically it's a day in my life of what I do, but this is what happens. So today is a good day. I woke up and then I made breakfast for Greg there. I made one of those Miss Deborah's Delicious Dishes. She's awesome. She made, it was like a viral TikTok video. Basically, remember when Greg and I went to Joey's Bagels and he had, it was tortilla and it was like the egg looked like an omelet in there with all the toppings and it was rolled up. I'm like, that's genius. Well, she did a video the other day and it had that same sort of thing. And I'm like, oh, that is awesome. And I'm like, why didn't I think of that? So that's what I did this morning. So basically I did put it in the microwave because the cheese was more chunks because I'm using up fragments in my refrigerator, and so I could have used shredded cheese, but I didn't. And so we rolled up. Craig said it was delicious. So I'm like, he has that. I was gonna make some avocado toast for me this morning. I just wasn't hungry that early. So got that made for him. So we sat and talked and he had breakfast, drank coffee, figure out what we're doing for our day, what he's gotta do, what I gotta do, all those good things. And then just picked up the little bit that I did. I wiped the bathrooms down real good, threw a load of laundry in. My dryer is on the fritz, not on the fritz, it's on its end. That dryer is an old dryer. We had, when I moved here, we moved here 7 years ago. We're moving on 7 years already, 6 years ago. I don't even know how long we lived in our house, 4 years? Whatever the years is. Anyways, however long ago that I moved here, they had a washer and dryer, and it's just a generic basic washer and dryer. Well, it was one of those old ones where it fills up with water, older ones. I guess not just the high efficiency ones, not older because they still have them. So I changed out the washer because I knew we'd be flooding our septic if I didn't. But I kept the dryer because it was amazing. Basically drying, you need a low setting and a high setting. That's it. So it's worked so good, so good. I'm like, I talked to the owner, I don't know, last year, a couple years ago, and she's like, that dryer is still going. I'm like, that dryer is still going. It's awesome. But now the last, I don't know, month, I've noticed it's like the twisty knob, like it's off a little bit and it doesn't always dry right. And so now the left-hand side high is not drying, it's just the right-hand side. And so yes, it could probably be something to be replaced, but inside it's definitely, you can tell where it's definitely old. It needs to be replaced. It's basically what it needs to do. And so it'll be on the time to get a new dryer, but thankfully it's still working. You just have to make sure your loads are not overfilled because I'm a big overfiller. And then just make sure you turn it back on again. So we'll be in the process of getting a new dryer soon, but I'm thinking, I'm like, do I get I think I have a Cabrio one, but I'm like, I feel like whatever the name is on that, I have to look and see. It's just a plain basic one. I think I'm gonna get the plain basic dryer because it works. It's like, those electronical components, once you start getting the digital and all that stuff, it's like then the digital board will fail. But if it's just old school, like just twist the knob, turn it on, I don't know, it's a lot easier to fix. So I might do that. We'll see. When I go to Lowe's next, I'll look. We've been there 10,000 times. I just haven't gone to look at a dryer yet. So that's going to be in my prospects. So anyways, so I'm throwing laundry in just to make sure that I have a dryer, because if I wait for one whole day and it dies, then I'm going to be stuck without a dryer. So I'm making sure to throw a load in each day. We can just run and get it. I'm just not feeling the need to go today. All right, that's a big long story on Amy's dryer situation. So anyways, threw a load of laundry in. And then I pulled up all my chairs because my floor is feeling really, really dirty. And so the kids have been in and out in the dirt, and you know, it gets dirty. So you have to clean it. So I'm gonna run my robots, but that was what I was gonna share with you, because I talked to you about Monday. Remember, I replaced my one because it spun a bearing. And so awesome little vacuum. So I'll share with you that today. And then we're gonna do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So breakfast, I'm gonna have toast and eggs. The kids might do cereal because they are loving. We have a lot of milk left. And so they're loving the Lucky Charms. That's their favorite thing right now. And I'm like, hey, it's okay. We did a lot of homemade stuff for a long time. We don't usually do cereal at all. So they're loving Lucky Charms and Cheerios. Some might do eggs. Maddie loves making eggs for breakfast. That's her favorite thing to make every morning. So she'll probably do that. But she's like, I don't know if I'm gonna do eggs tomorrow or if I should do cereal. And I'm like, well, I'll do cereal because the milk's here and it's got to get drinking up. So we'll see. But I'll make some avocado toast, probably put some bacon and put an egg on it because that's delicious. I'll eat that this morning in a little bit. And then I pulled out steaks for dinner. I forgot that we had those. So I looked at my menu of things I planned, and I have steaks, and I have some asparagus and probably sweet potatoes and maybe regular fries. And then remember my friend Ariel, I'm gonna say that right, Ariel from France, that sent me all her France food. Well, she gave me a recipe for ratatouille, like the movie, right? I don't know. It has eggplant in it. I think I've had eggplant once. And all I remember is it being the texture of an octopus. That's how I thought of it. I'm sure it doesn't. It's probably delicious again. I just haven't had it since. And so, I don't know, that was just how I thought. Also, like those big giant mushrooms. What are the big ones that are like, they're not the shiitake mushrooms, are they? The big giant ones? The texture is just, I feel like it'd be like if I ate like an elephant, which is weird. So we're gonna try making that dish today. I thought I've got peppers, zucchini, and the eggplant. So we're gonna try it. I don't know, it's new. We're gonna try making it with her instructions, and then she sent me the food. So we're gonna do that today, and then I'm making a little dessert. Madelyn loves making food. So I have all my freezer stuff you saw yesterday in the freezer. Well, that's just in the freezer, and they've been having popsicles, things like that, but I wanted to I have the milk to use up, so I thought for dessert we could do like little Parfait cups in our little wee yogurt container. So I was gonna make some of that chocolate cake, just do one batch, and then she can layer it with that chocolate pudding, some whipped topping, and then maybe do a gummy worm because I have a little bit left, and some chocolate graham crackers on top, just to make a fun dessert because she loves cooking, she likes doing things, and this is the time for her to do that. So I'm thinking that, what else? I think that's it. I'm looking, that's gonna be it today. It's gonna be an easier day. And then school, I have school to do. We took off for a little bit because my kids were not feeling great this last week, which is okay. That's the great thing about homeschooling, is you can take time off, and I just didn't really feel like sitting there, and I'm okay with that. So I thought today, it hasn't been like, the temperature kind of got cool for a little bit. It hasn't been super hot, so they're not like, let me go in the pool yet. So I thought, let's get some school done today. So today is let's get our school done day as much as we can. So we're gonna try to finish and get a lot of that done today, which is not exciting for you guys, but that's what we're gonna do today. So, all right, so you guys get ready for our day. I'm ready. I'm gonna get my stuff rolling. I gotta go wake my kids up because it's past their time to wake up. Then I'm gonna make breakfast. They're gonna get breakfast. School, I have a little list for them to do. We're gonna put the pool vacuum in. We just gotta empty trashes because today is trash day. We empty all the household trashes, and then Evan loads up in the van all the trash, drives it down the mountain, and puts it at the side of the road. So it's a big day for trash. I'm like, Evan, if you can do that, and that makes your mama happy. So he'll do that for us, and then that's it. We just have to put the dishes away. It's an easy. The girls will clean their bathroom downstairs. Easy day. I love easy day. And then we'll have a load of laundry. Maybe fold. Probably fold. We'll probably fold if it's one. So that's it. It's an easy day. I love easy Mondays, but we'll make some food and just bring along for a day in the life, real mom style. Sometimes there's nothing exciting. We don't have 10,000 popsicles we make. Sometimes it's just the regular household work that we do today. So let me go over there and start my vacuums because I wanted to wait to start talking to you before I started them rolling, and then show you how awesome this one in here is that I got. All right, let's talk floors. Floors, oh my goodness, when you have so many people in your household, it is like nearly impossible to keep your floors clean. Like, I would love to institute the rule, no shoes at all in my house, and be super strict mom with all of that, but that doesn't always happen, and that's okay. Sometimes it's better to not have that battle in your household. So that's okay. And sometimes, like, I know I'll run in real quick with my shoes because it's quicker than taking your shoes off, but that's okay. So we just make sure that we clean our floors. I was talking to my husband today about cleaning the floors and how it works, and I'm like, back in the day, I probably would have got up every morning and, like, wherever, when you have babies crawling on the floor, it's like, I would wash that floor every day because they got their face on the floor, they're licking the floor, you know, just they're babies. And so the carpeted areas, we'd make sure we vacuum every single day. And then it depends on what your situation is. And so when we'd box off areas, they wouldn't be, but if they were crawling, I would go through and just clean those areas that they would be allowed to crawl on. And so now, fast forward to this house, we don't have little kids crawling on the floor. And so it's just, we have the tile, and I love the ceramic tile. I was talking to Greg, and where it was like, he's like, what would you do? We always talk about building our house, our dream home up on the top of the mountain. And so I said I would definitely do the ceramic tile through the whole house, like the whole house. And so because it's so easy to take care of, like it just cleans easy. You wipe it up. I clean it with just water and vinegar. I love the rope. Like, I had a broom to sweep this floor. It takes you forever because it's all tile. And so I love the robot vacuums because they do an amazing job cleaning floors. And we have tried a ton. I've got different ones for reviews many times, and I share them with you guys all the time. And so some, are like, okay, they just work average. These ones are a little bit better quality ones. They're a little bit more costly, but they work amazing and they last great. And so the last one I had was just like this. It just spun the bearing, and I was like, oh, that's bad. But the company's in contact with me. They're going to get that worked out. But this one is awesome because it's different. Uoni. What's awesome about this, it has a dust collector system. Yeah, because that's, it's not that much to empty your vacuum, but it is when you have multiple ones. And so usually every week on Monday, that is the job, is to empty the dust part of it because it gets filled up, especially in our household because there's a lot to vacuum, and especially downstairs we have carpet in the girls' room. That's the only room in the house that has carpet, and so it gets so full. So this is amazing. It's an automatic dust sucker system. It reminds me, I opened it up and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's like at Greg's shop where he has the dust collecting system. So this works really good. It's pretty cool because you can download the app. Some of these are hard to connect to your internet. This one was very easy to connect it, and it maps out basically, there's my house right there. That's what my house looks like. That's the area that it cleans, which is cool. And you just basically push start, it'll start. It cleans really good, suctions really good. It's just amazing, and I love the robot vacuum. So I would do, if you had tile floors like this, I would do the robot vacuums on the floor, and then maybe once a week I usually like my Norwex mop, and I'll mop it up. This one has a mopping system, so that works good. Sometimes on this floor, like if you just want to go through it with water and kind of pick up the fine particles, but most of the time it's like, food the kids dropped on the floor, or, whatever, sticky mess that's not going to be easily just wiped up. So I like my mop to be able to just go through, and it's basically like the big giant swivel head mop, and I kind of go through and scrub the floor up the spots, and we just use water and vinegar, and that's it. So the same thing, the boys, we have the peel and stick tile in the bedrooms, and that works the same way, just wiping it up with this works really good for those kind of rooms because it is smoother to clean up. I guess with my ceramic tile, it's kind of like has the different texture in there, so you gotta get a little scrub it in there, and kids are a little bit harder on it, so it's good that way. But that is my ideal for taking care of the floors. We talked about getting a steam mop for it, and like I told Greg, I said it's like good. I said our old tile, like in our kitchen that was here before, they put like a glaze on top of it. And I can see it's been here for what, I don't even know, 20 years, however long the floor's been made there in the kitchen. And you can see like the glaze ones to come up. And so we didn't glaze these ones, and I can see like that's how I would do it. I wouldn't do the glaze because it like just changes and over time, and then like it looks dirty. Like I know in my bathroom, I'm like, yuck, that looks yellowing. And so you'd have to remove all of that and do that. And so, it just helps you for future reference. Like when you rent homes all the time, you kind of go, okay, this is what I want in my real home. This is what I want in my future. So the more you live, the more you can see, like you watch videos and you see Pinterest, you see all those things, you can say, oh, I want that in my kitchen, or I want that. And so it just helps you learn things. And so I know for myself, I've had a lot of floors, lots of carpet, lots of tile. We've used linoleum. We've had pretty much everything floor wise. And my favorite, even like the Berber carpet, that's what we used to have in here. I just ripped that all. It was old, but I ripped that up, and I'm so glad to have the tile. It's just so much cleaner. It's like, yes, it's not like you can lay on it and relax on the carpet, but get yourself a rug. We don't usually lay on the floor anyways. The kids do. But I say, get yourself a rug if you want. I don't have one in here because I'm like, it's just one more thing to clean. And I really don't mind the tile. Like our house, underneath us is the garage, and when the winter time here, it heats in there, and so that does heat this floor up here. So I don't feel like the floors are freezing in this house. So some people say it'd be really cold, but I don't notice that at all in our household. So All right, enough talking about floor, Amy. So this is, so I'm gonna start my vacuum here. This is pretty cool, but we'll let it vacuum the floor and then I'll do the mopping on it just to show you how it works. But it's very cool. All I'm gonna do is push start and it's gonna start. You guys ready? Let me just move out of the way. Great is you can set it to do different areas in your home. Like right now, if I just wanted to do just my living room, I could set the area on here. Like there's a little box here you click and then it will tell like where I want to, oops, don't do that, where I want it to clean. And so, but I'm gonna basically do all of my floor because, you know, look at that. Start cleaning. There it goes. So we'll let it clean and then I'll come back and show you how it sucks. If I have it set to clean out the sucker system when it's done, but it's gonna go right now. And start cleaning my floor. It knows exactly where to go. All right, let me let this do its thing. It's got strong battery life and good climbing ability. And I don't like them to go in the bedrooms because, you know, the boys' room have like, you know, stuff all over their floor, and so we do their rooms separately. So it'll be good because it'll know to stop. You're like crooked halfway there. It'll know to stop in their bedroom and not go in their bedroom, which is awesome. So, all right, so this one's pretty cool because it'll, when it's all done doing its floor, it's gonna go right back to its charging station and start charging. And then I'll show you how it sucks all the dirt out of it. Very cool. And then we'll do the mop. I don't, like I said, I don't usually use the mop system, but we'll try it and see how it works with this one. So if you guys want one, I'll put the link in the description below here, and then you can try it out and see if you want one. They always ask, so I'm like, well, let me share with you how awesome robot vacuums are. I'm amazed. Like if I didn't, I told Greg, I'm like, he's like, well, what's one thing you would never go back to? And I'm like, oh, I would never go back to a corded vacuum cleaner or a broom ever again in my life. Like ever again. I would do the robot vacuum for everything because it's amazing. It does all the work for you. Like right now, if I started sweeping this floor, it would take me forever to get under the couch, to go behind everything, to do this, and you'd have a pile, and then you'd have to bring all your piles. This is like, it's doing all the work for you, and you can continue with your day, which is awesome. So we put all our chairs up. You can leave these down too, but I clean them up because there is dirt underneath there as well, you know, because kids are good. So, all right, I'm gonna go over, I'm gonna make my breakfast right now, make some toast, avocado, and eggs. I'm gonna go turn my dryer on one more setting just to make sure it dries really good because I gotta do that. All right, Maddie made one of those little tortilla wrap-ups. Look at, she said it. Is it good, Maddie?
Really good.
It's really good, so she loved it. All right, I'm gonna make mine. I'm gonna just cook some toast and then do some, I'm gonna do avocados with the eggs. Delicious breakfast right here. This one I'm gonna eat.
Start ZIRCONIA.
And that is cool because it's right inside here. It collects it inside this little bag right here. It just slides on. Oops. There we go, put back in for next time, and it goes right back so it can charge. Look at how fun that is. Genius little things. All right, so we're gonna go on to keep working on our day.
Charging now.
Charging. All right, so the kids are doing their chores, getting things done. Still gotta do dishes over there. I'm gonna mix up the cake mix. I had to literally, remember I threw out the box, so I had to went out to the trash and get a picture of this so I wouldn't forget it because I only have a little bit in here. So I'm gonna mix up the ingredients for one cake mix. I was gonna do it in a cake pan and have her cut it, but I think I'm doing it in a cupcake pan, and then that way if they wanna have cupcakes plain, they can, and then I'll let her later on when she has a chance to mix everything up and make it, it'll be delicious. So just mix up regular chocolate cake. All right, so kids still are doing work. So I'm gonna start on dinner because it's not lunchtime, it's almost lunchtime, but I'm gonna get it started so I don't have to do so much work this afternoon because I wanna work on editing. So we're gonna do steaks on the grill, and then I pulled up my French stuff. Okay, Ariel, I think it's Ariel, please don't, I hope it's good. This, I think she said it was like a horseradish topping. So I'm gonna take that out. Maybe we'll have it with it, or there's also mustard. I'm assuming it's just Dijon mustard. I'm just gonna take them out and hopefully try them and do it. But I'm gonna try her recipe for ratatouille right here. So I'm hoping I got this. Please don't look at it weird if it's wrong. And she sent me some of this stuff right here. So I'm gonna follow her recipe roughly. It says to cut up, I have an eggplant. She has 2 eggplants. I only got 1 because I don't know if we love it. And then I got 3 zucchinis. I did 2, and the peppers. I'm just gonna do 2 peppers and onion. She said tomato pulp. I'm gonna do petite tomatoes. See if that works in a can. I know it might be bad, but it shows cut each vegetable into small cubes and cook them separately in olive oil like this. So it says use the same pan like that. So basically cut the eggplant. So the eggplant's gonna go with the garlic. And then you do the zucchini and peppers with the herbs de Provence, and then peppers with onion. And then I put them in a dish with tomato and put in the oven. I feel like I can cook it on the stove. It says in crock pot, so I'll do it in my like chicken fryer thing. Wish me luck. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna chop up some potatoes, sweet potatoes, and just put them on a sheet in the oven. That's how we're gonna cook like potatoes in there with this, and we'll just do like a roasted ones with our steak tonight. I don't know, we're gonna try. Wish me luck. So let me just chop some veggies. Okay, actually I don't even know how to cut an eggplant up, so I just had to Google that. It looks like you leave the outside? Okay. Martha Stewart, looks like you just chop it, slice it, and keep the outside. We're gonna try it. I didn't know if you used it all or not. All right, let's cut it up. All right, ladies, skip the knife sharpeners that they give you in the store. Get yourself one of these. This we got at Lowe's. It's like $15. It's a diamond blade sharpener. Sharpens your knives great. I just haven't done it to this. Do it away so you don't slice your hand off. Probably the wrong way to do it. Much sharper. I Googled it, it says you do not have to remove the seeds, so hopefully that's good. Let me just cook this and I'll chop up the next stuff. All right, the ratatouille is mixed up, and actually, I think it tastes pretty good. Brooklyn and the girls came up, they're like, it smells really good. So this is not bad. I was kind of like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but this is good. So I'm gonna put it in here, and I'm gonna cover it and bake it in the oven when I do our potatoes and that. So I'm gonna chop those up now and just put them on a tinfoil pan for right now. When it gets closer to dinner, we'll roast them in the oven. So this right here is doing actually a really good job on my floor. I was like, wow, it's actually cleaning it really good. So that mop is just going, it's still wet, and it's just wiping the floor. So it's just using water, going through and wiping it. So that's a good thing. So I'm liking this. I definitely love that. The other one we have, the mop wasn't like so great, just more like smeared it. But so this is actually really good. It's getting the floor all real good. So all right, I'll put this one link in the description below. All right, so it's been a busy little morning here. The kids helped do all their chores. So you saw me mix up some something always. Anyways, the soup. So I made up some. I have a couple kids that are still not feeling super great, so they wanted chicken noodle soup. I'm like, that'll be good. So I just put some chicken broth, chicken stock, stuff that roasted one with vegetable, and then I threw little frozen vegetables in there. I had a container of chicken that we already cooked a couple months ago in the freezer, and then I'm letting that boil, and then I'll add pasta to it. So that will be done right there. And then the floor is good. That little mop thing worked really good. I'm gonna be using that. I'm gonna try that out like on my Monday cleaning and see if that works instead of using my regular mop. Just depends on how dirty the floor is, I guess. So now I'm gonna let Maddie, she's been dying. She's like, can I get in there and make food? So she's gonna make a little parfait cup. So I still have extra these. So I'm gonna let her do, I don't know, she's gonna get creative. She's gonna make some chocolate pudding, and then she's gonna put like the cupcake in here, put a little bit of chocolate pudding. We've got some whipped topping. She pulled out, there's a little bit of gummy worms, probably like one gummy worm. Then we have Oreo cookie topping. And then she's like, what about white chocolate curls? So I'm like, okay. And then she's like, sprinkles, Mom. Everything goes for sprinkles. So she's gonna get creative and make some nice little dessert cups for tonight with the chocolate pudding. So we're gonna let Maddie do the dessert. All right, don't those look delicious? I mean, who's not gonna love that for dessert tonight? So this is kind of like what we made for our ice cream, but we put ice cream in the middle. So this will be good, just a way to gather the fragments because we're using up the cake and the rest of the stuff we have. So we're gonna put, it's like the banana split one, and we made cake ones too with cake and ice cream. So those are frozen. So we're gonna put these in the refrigerator, and then they'll be for dessert tonight. That's sitting over there. I'm gonna put that in the oven when it's close to dinner time, and then the soup is there for lunch day. So I'm gonna go take a break and I'm gonna go take a break and do school because that's what we do in breaks. Go get school done with the kids. Oh my goodness, it has been my longest day of life today, I feel like. I've been doing school with the kids, so we are kind of down. We took off some time last week because they weren't feeling really good and we had a lot going on. So we had so much to do. So I basically, some of them aren't feeling so great, which is, you know, the greatest mistake. So what I did is I just sat with every child individually and just went through as much as we could go through. So some got really far, some finished, some were like, I don't want to do anymore, and I'm like, that's okay. So I just made a pile for those kids, and we'll work another day, which is good. It's just, like I said, they just have yuckies, they're not feeling so great. So you just do what you can do, that's what you got to do. So I was like, I turned the oven on and got the ratatouille stuff is smelling delicious, and I put the potatoes in the oven. And so all I have to do is cook these steaks on the smoker here, and I'm like, and then I'll be done for the day. So we want to finish up because we're going to be working on the deck tonight. We got to finish that up, which you'll see tomorrow, all the work that we got doing on there. I'm going to show tomorrow's video will be good outdoor work day, so it'll be really good. All the little stuff we've been doing, the random video, but we've just been working out there getting stuff done. So I want to be free so that when Greg gets home tonight, we can be out there working on everything. So my goal is to get these steaks all in here cooking. Shouldn't be too long. I remember Greg likes the raw one. He likes raw, he likes rare, so I need to leave his rare. Dropping the sauce. And then that'll be great. So let me stick these on here, put some, I don't want to touch anything. Those are like frozen patties. I'm going to touch this, but I'm going to have to wash it off. Lori's seasoning, good to put on steak. smoker? I don't know. All right, so we're just gonna let those cook away. I'm gonna have to come back and get you because my hands have raw meat on them. I'll be back. All right, I had to shut the camera off for me. So what a good day. It's been a good day. One of those days where I'm like, okay, I know I have a lot to do. I still want to film and show you life, but it wasn't very exciting because we're just doing school all day, but we're getting there. I want to get done so we can just enjoy the summer fun, which we did. So I'm glad for that. The rest, they ate the soup too. Some of them ate the soup. Some made just like hummus, like little munchy plate things for lunch. It was easy lunch day, so I'm saving up for dinner tonight because it looks so good, the steak and all the deliciousness. So I'm gonna let this cook here. I'll come out and check it in a few minutes. I think it's only like 10 minutes for the rare setting, so that Greg doesn't have too cooked of steak. And it's gonna be good, so I'm gonna go take you back in and then we'll see what everything looks like. All right, so I've been working this afternoon, getting their school done. That's been busy. Just finished the steaks outside, so I'm gonna put together the salad real quick in a bowl and then we're gonna put the stuff together to eat. All right, this is gonna be dinner tonight. We've got the Asian salad, we have the steaks here. I've got some rare ones and these are done well. These are the roasted potatoes. They're sweet potatoes. The asparagus I cooked a little too long, and this is really good. The ratatouille, I can see this is really good. She said it was good with cheese and scrambled eggs, and I can see that would be delicious. So thank you, RL, for your recipe there. So this is gonna be dinner. Everybody will take their own liking. All right, so I decided to come outside. It's beautiful, it's a beautiful evening. So we are gonna go eat dinner. I just pulled it out so you can see what it looks like. We're gonna eat. It is delicious. I tried the ratatouille. It is so good. So thank you, Ariel, for giving us that recipe. I can't wait for everybody to try it. We pulled out some cheese too to put on it. So I'm gonna go so I can finish editing today's video because when Greg gets home tonight in about a half hour, we are gonna eat and then we're gonna enjoy Madelyn's delicious desserts. Don't forget those. And then we're gonna go out and work on our deck. And I will show you all of that tomorrow. So you have a fantastic rest of your day and I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another video. All right, let's go read our psalm for the day. Psalm 113, the Lord exalts the humble. Praise the Lord, praise, O servants of the Lord, praise the name of the Lord, blessed be the name of the Lord from this time forth and forever. From the rising of the sun to its setting, the name of the Lord is to be praised with awe-inspired reverence. The Lord is high above all nations and his glory above the heavens. Who is like the Lord our God, who is enthroned on high, who humbles himself to regard the heavens and the earth? He raises the poor out of the dust and lifts the needy from the ash heap, that he may seat them with the princes of his people. He makes the barren woman live in the house as a joyful mother of children. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. This for tomorrow. Psalm 114, God's rescue of Israel from Egypt. When Israel came out of Egypt, the house of Jacob from a people of strange language, Judah became his sanctuary, and Israel his dominion. The Red Sea looked and fled. The Jordan turned back. The mountains leaped like rams, the little hills like lambs. What ails you, O sea, that you flee? O Jordan, that you turn back? O mountains, that you leap like rams? O little hills like lambs? Tremble, O earth, at the presence of the Lord, at the presence of the God of Jacob, who turned the rock into a pool of water, the flint into a fountain of water. All right, we'll see ya. Have a blessed day.